Happy Wednesday. It's time for Wednesday Wisdom. Today I'm talking about analyzing versus intuiting. So I am someone who absolutely loves to have a good, deep conversation, sometimes even analyzing a situation, analyzing different opinions or facts or ideas. And it can be really fun. And I also sometimes need my analytical mind, right, to figure out problems. But it's not always the thing that's needed. Sometimes we need our intuition. We need to intuit answers to things. And we end up analyzing or overanalyzing, because if you've ever analyzed anything or seen anyone analyze anything, you know that there is you can overanalyze. You can analyze something to death. Sometimes, right? Sometimes you need to. Sometimes it takes a while to work out a problem, and but sometimes you can just kind of go in circles in an analytical brain, So, and then I think that we have this, we have this energetic body. This is what I'm always talking about, that we're not just our mind or our body. We are also energy. And so I also think there can be a difference between analytical thinking that's sort of outside of our body, right? Like, we have a great mind and it's a really strong power center, actually. But we get a little outside of the body. We kind of pop out of our head rather than stay in our head. And that can be a difference in how we work something through with our thinking as well. So sometimes the thinking and analytical mind is really helpful, and sometimes it can take us down this spiral of no end or no real answer. And I believe we also have an innate intuition and an innate intuitive ability that I have it in my gut, but it can be you can feel that lots of places. But I like to just kind of mention the gut, because I think most people at some point have had a gut feeling about something. And I think that's real. I think it's your intuition speaking to you. Now, for me, there were many years where I would have intuitive thoughts and feelings and not follow them. So that, if you've ever had a gut feeling and then, but maybe it wasn't like you did something about it, it was just a gut feeling, and then you saw or realized later that you were right about that feeling, right? That was your intuition working. And I used to not trust mine at all. And what happens with intuition that's really tricky is that you have an intuitive sense, right? And then we try to think about what it means, right? Because a lot of times our intuition takes us in a place that we can't see exactly how that's going to be or work out, or, so we try to think about the intuitive thing that comes to us. And that doesn't really help us follow that intuition. So I know I've done that, and it's really easy to do. And the other thing I wanted to say about, so this is a great segue a little bit into, we have in our thinking mind, in our emotional body, even in our energy, we have some patterns, right? Patterns that have built up in our lifetime. And so I think that's another thing that can happen when we are in like analytical realm or thinking realm. Sometimes what happens is that the story can be in this energetic pattern, right? And that we're aware of or maybe not aware of. And so that's one of the reasons we go down this spiral, because it's kind of the same old thing that we've been talking about or thinking about for years, right? And then that other piece about having an intuitive sense and then wanting to figure it out, like really be in control of it, and figure it out is also sort of an energetic pattern and a pattern of our minds, how they work, because it's just a pattern to go there. So I am challenging you this week. I sometimes, a lot of times, my weekly wisdom includes a little like challenge, like check this out for yourself, because I'm sharing what I have found to be true for me. And I've seen this with other people as well, but it's all very experiential, and we all experience and live life in different ways. And so if you feel like this resonates at all, or makes you a little more curious about how you actually go about things, or intuit or analyze, then I want you to have that experience for yourself. So my challenge to you this week, or exploration, something you can explore, is to just bring some awareness to any intuitive senses that you feel. If you get a gut feeling, see if you can let yourself follow that. See if you can notice that your mind tries to figure it out, or tries to go, but that doesn't make sense, or why should I do that, right? Like, just start to notice these things. And then if you are in a situation where you're having to analyze something or think about something, and it feels like it's sort of like too much, or feels like you can see a pattern there, just notice that, and see if you can kind of pause and come into your gut. Just like bring it from your mind to your gut, and just see if something different arises as an answer. And if you can maybe start to trust your intuition a little bit more, and just see how that goes. So I think that's all that I have for this week. And I always love comments in the comment section. You can just give me a heart, give me a yes, that makes so much sense. It can, or you can try this out, or, let me know this week as you explore and experiment with this and see what you notice. I would love to know and hear back from you. Have a great Wednesday and a great week, and I will see you next time. Peace and love.